U.S. appeals court sides with medical marijuana users in challenge to federal gun ban. Atlanta, August 20th, 2025. In a significant decision, the U.S. Court of Appeals for the 11th Circuit ruled that a federal law barring individuals who use illegal drugs from owning firearms may be unconstitutional when applied to medical marijuana users. Key ruling highlights. Second Amendment grounds. A three-judge panel, including Judge Elizabeth Branch, held that Florida-based plaintiffs, all medical marijuana users, had plausibly argued that the law violated their constitutional right to keep and bear arms. Legal precedent, Bruen decision. The court leaned on the 2022 Supreme Court ruling in New York State Rifle and Pistol Association v. Bruen, which demands that modern gun restrictions must align with the nation's historical tradition of firearm regulation. State law versus federal policy. While marijuana remains illegal under federal law, Florida legalized its medical use in 2016. Plaintiffs argued that, under the Rohrabacher Amendment, the Department of Justice is barred from interfering with state-compliant programs. None of the plaintiffs had criminal records or demonstrated dangerous behavior, weakening the government's argument for disarmament. Court's conclusion. Judge Branch noted that the government failed to establish that disarming appellants is consistent with this nation's history and tradition of firearm regulation at this stage. Reuters. Circuit alignment. The ruling aligns with a similar decision by the Fifth Circuit, which previously challenged that marijuana users could not be constitutionally barred from owning firearms. Potential implications. The case, Florida Commissioner of Agriculture versus Attorney General of the United States, could significantly shift federal policy surrounding gun rights and marijuana. Plaintiff attorney William Hall praised the decision, asserting that medical marijuana patients should not be broadly stripped of constitutional rights. Broader context and significance. Legal experts suggest this ruling signals growing judicial scrutiny regarding categorical firearm bans that lack historical grounding under the Bruen standard. With both the 11th and 5th Circuits questioning the constitutionality of disarming medical marijuana users, a Supreme Court decision may become inevitable to resolve the conflicting interpretations. The decision could pave the way for additional challenges to firearm restrictions that hinge on broad classifications, such as drug use, rather than objective threat assessments. Summary table. Aspect details. Court 11th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals, Atlanta. Ruling focus medical marijuana users challenging Section 922G. 3. Legal standard used Bruen's historical tradition test. State versus federal law Florida's medical marijuana program versus federal prohibition. Court's verdict blanket ban lacks historical justification. Case proceeds. Wider impact aligns with Fifth Circuit. Opens path to Supreme Court review.